Good. It's a little after 1 a.m. on the 8th of November. We're looking up at the sky outside of Riverview. There's a lot of stars. You just may not be able to see them because of the street lights, making the camera unable to pick it up. What we're doing is we're reverse stalking. There was somebody coming up the street in the middle of the night again, lurking in the shadows. When I came out with Aslan, and he seen me and turned around, walked the other way, looking over his shoulder. And this is not the first time it's happened. And sometimes, I don't know if it's just a coincidence or not, but it happens after my wife sends an email out or something like that. Communicates with somebody via her phone, even though nobody has her phone number. She doesn't have Messenger right now, and she doesn't have Facebook. And it's almost like people pop up at places when we go to town. Like, I don't know, there's a locator in her phone. It's almost like being gang stalked. It could all be coincidence, you see. Anyway, there's a weird thing happening with a lot of shooting stars that seem like they're really close, almost like fireflies, when they come flying down and disappear. I mean, they just seem like they're right there, like fireflies, but they're not. They're actually shooting stars. Anyway, I took Az back in. I'm sitting here looking up the street, watching to see if this entity comes back, walking up the street. Because, well, you know, I'm sitting out here with a quick draw blade and all that good shit. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to wreak havoc on a motherfucker if he wants to call himself fucking with somebody. And you know how I am. If they're gonna stalk me, I'm gonna cause them to be stalked. I'm just gonna pull their blankies off and open up their butt cheeks and shine a camera up in there with a nice bright light. Yeah. And then post their shit online. So, you know, we have real worries to worry about without You know, this dumb white trash shit. You know, it's like yesterday, I'm sitting out on the little wood wall out by the sidewalk outside of my apartment. And yesterday there was a dude sitting out here. And it happened not too long after my wife got a weird text from her grandma, who's the only person who has her phone number, supposedly. And she also got a weird text from somebody named Rebecca from her past that supposedly didn't have her phone number, and she didn't have Rebecca's phone number. And then her grandma tried to call her, and when she tried to call her grandma back, she didn't answer her phone and didn't answer her text. So what's this mysterious text about, right? Almost like she sent the text to the wrong person. And it just had the feeling, you know, the connotation of, you know, shit stirring, you know. And then the dude was sitting out here, you know, just sitting out here like he belongs here. He walked back and forth outside of this place and then sat down here. And then today, I look out and there's some dude walking out here on his phone. And he walks just far enough past this point where I'm sitting to where he could look up in our apartment and see who's on the couch. And then turned around and walked back the whole time on his phone. Well, I came out to have a cigarette and walked over to the sidewalk and watched him walk up the street. Think, well, maybe he lives at the apartment complex, Cobble Creek or something. But no, he walked all the way down to the corner of Marianne and walked down that street. And he didn't head towards, like, the dead end, so it's like, yeah, the only thing down that way, is the house on the corner, which if he lived there, he would have just cut through the yard. And, you know, assisted living home. So, yeah, we're sitting out here reverse stalking, waiting for him to come back up the street. We're probably sitting right in the light though, where he can see us while he's in the shadows. So we just turn around. That's if he's brave enough to come back. I had to ask this lady leash, so I probably look pretty spooky coming up the road, you know. Yeah, it's a nice night out though. It's not very chilly at all. There's a Christmas crispness to the air. I've been aggravating my young wife singing Christmas songs lately, just because it's funny, her reaction to it. So, it'd be nice when FBI has a place opened up for us to go to before we have to move on from this place, you know. And I don't know, I liked this town and being able to get around on the weekdays, you know, on the little bus and shit. I liked that. I actually liked that, you know. And I didn't want to leave it just because of, you know, this shit with her. I didn't want to let them and their shit run me off. Kind of like I didn't let the gang stalking of 2009 run me off, you know. I'm still here 11 years later. So, yeah. I didn't go nowhere, but the gang stalkers are gone. They got bored and went away. It's like I don't understand what's happening here with my wife. What this is all about. But there is some weird shit in the game. And I can't really put my finger on it yet. I know it's unsettling because I was just living my life quietly and privately. And I went from the hot guy in 18 to whatever they think of me now. Diddler, cradle robber, I don't know. So yeah, I guess I'll go back in, finish this cigarette or something, and then go back in. Still got Aslan, probably take him for a walk tomorrow. Go to the gas station or something, get some cigarettes. So yeah, see if we can't go somewhere and not end up running into people, you know. That'd be weird, because it's been happening a lot lately, almost everywhere we go. there's somebody that she knows. It's the moon, 1:20 a.m. November 8th, 2020. I just can't get it to focus for some reason. I turn my porch light off and everything, I still won't get it. And it's one more day up in the canyon. Shh, you're not part of this.
Oops.
And it's one more night in Hollywood. All right, y'all. What do you think about when you hear that, right? Do you know why that busts me out crying when I hear this shit? It's because, well, one more day up in the canyon and one more night in Hollywood. That's how many more animals being tortured, brutalized, neglected, life raped, deprived of life. Right? Huh? Yeah. For some of us, it means something else when we hear, we start crying, and it's like, oh, and it's all about ourselves. We don't think about anything but ourselves when we hear the stuff that the mainstream has put out. And it's ironic, you know, the canyon in, you know, Hollywood, right? Because, well, that's where all this stuff originates from. Y'all know the story of Hollywood, okay? Y'all know that Hollywood in America is a replication of a demonic place known as Hollywood, all right? In another nation. Don't believe me? Google's right there. Peep it. I'm not going to do your homework for you. You doubt me, check me out. I got no reason to lie. What am I going to gain? I'm from another timeline, yo. Vini still ain't here. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's about 8:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 14th. It's a Saturday here in the temporary timeline with your fake fucking calendar date and your fake time. It's Vini Ryland. Yeah. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm from the future timeline. Vini, who's here in this pre-existence timeline, has been relieved of duty for a while, and he is in the next timeline. Yes. Y'all may be more familiar with my wife/sister, Nikki Ryland, in this timeline. Yeah, and you're like, oh, you're in love with her sister, Jessie Mae Bobenmeyer. We're just a big old incestuous punk rocker outfit. We all sleep together, do everything together, yo. Nah, I'm kidding. Nikki Ryland doesn't know Vini. But check this out. Y'all need to check out Hail Your Highness of Grayling, Michigan. Yeah, it's a two-piece outfit. With a hell of a drummer, don't listen to none of their techno drums. Listen to the real drums this little chick can play. She can play double bass drums, man. Fucking she can rock it. She totally should be in an outfit that has me as the bass player or guitar player, for real.
Yeah, because we could be doing a lot of shit. Well, back to the subject matter. Y'all seen the previous videos before this? All the previous little inserts, right? Yeah, what was it? We're in the shadows talking. That was the long black video. In the shadows talking about reverse stalking. Right? In the shadows talking about reverse stalking. Well, as it turns out, all that was instigated and, I don't know, fomented, you know, with geeking somebody up from the past. So, you know, a four-letter text, a four-word text. You know, I want somebody back, right? We're talking about Dylan the dipshit again, I know. I don't know how he became such a major part of my life when, you know, he's supposed to be the past from somebody else's life and ain't even supposed to be part of my life. But, like, man, I don't know, it's been 6 weeks and it feels like 6 months. I mean, I'm just wore the fuck out. And if Vini was here, he would have already gone insane, probably burnt this fucking building down. Who knows what the fuck he would have did. Yeah, because, well, he don't put up with bullshit. He damn sure would have slapped somebody around by now. You would have been living up to some shit. Yeah. So we're in the room, right? There's nothing in the room. There's no light. There's absolutely not a peep of light getting through. It's like your grow room at night. You know how you make sure not a peep of light can get through. It's like a decompression chamber. There's just no light. Nothing at all, right? You step in there, you know there's no light. You know there's nothing. There's no technology, nothing in the room. But yet there's a blue glow. It's just there. It doesn't cast a shadow. No matter where you go in the room, what height you go, where you put your hands, you cannot cast a shadow from this blue light. And it emanates throughout the whole room. And you think, wow, I must be really fucked up. Because there's this blue light where there's supposed to be black. The wall is blue. And it seems illuminated. Right? But then you start smelling it. Hydraulic fluid. Oil. You start smelling the mechanism. And you realize that you're in the room with modern technology. It's actually ancient technology, but it's modern technology. Y'all remember Nibiru? Check out the hieroglyphs. You can see what we did here before with time-traveling angels of death. Huh? They were pretty cocky, too. They thought nothing was coming for them. What's coming for us? Well, look at this millennial generation. What is the number escalated to on record? 80 million homeless animals. And these little fucking children disguised as adults are running around not giving a fuck about none of it. They playing on their phones, they engaged in their negative drama. They're fucking goddamn so concerned about their social media and the likes on their page and, oh, good God, am I popular? Do people like me? Huh? Hey, wow. And the whole time the angels are watching them drop the ball. Hey, there's that animal they were supposed to rescue. Hey, there's that cat they were supposed to be nice to. Watch them kick it as they go by to make that stupid pussy that nobody should want fucking goddamn giggle so they can get some ass from that retard bitch. Because she gonna giggle about hurting that kitty. You see? Now, that's some pussy you don't want. That's ghetto pussy. You understand it, right? She gets off on the suffering or something. Yeah. You want to go into the time loops with that dumb bitch and everything she instigated with her stupid little giggles about everything that she shouldn't have giggled about? That's what the millennials have been programmed to. They giggle about what they should be fucking appalled by. They make fun of what they fucking goddamn should respect, and they respect what they should make fun of. And it's fucking goddamn from like 35 years old down. So if you want to find somebody that ain't gonna fucking wreck your fucking goddamn psyche, you gotta fucking make sure that you don't let them into your life. Because once you're there, you're there. So then you're rolling. What do you do about it? Got invisible robots stalking you. You don't even realize it. Hey, how long ago did Vini put y'all the video up of the invisible robots? He showed you documented footage of invisible robots that are there. You can smell them. You can smell technology. You can smell your vehicle when you lift the hood. You can smell the motor. You can smell the oil. You can smell the training fluid. You can smell the antifreeze. You can smell these robots, man. Unless you've been snorting a lot of shit, you can smell them. They're right there. You just can't find them in the room or touch them. You see the blue light, though. Has the programming reached a new level? Remember Project Bluebeam? Remember when they first put out these phones? Remember the project? Hey, you know, there's children of this generation that when you put up the three things that they need to survive, shelter, food, the third one down is going to be their phone. Some of them, their phone is going to be the top. Think I'm kidding? Go find somebody fucking under 30 years old and do the priority test on them and see what comes up in the top three. You'll see that phone is up there. Hey, any of y'all over 45 years old, you remember pagers. You remember when there wasn't no phones in nobody's pockets. You remember when everybody fucking goddamn you approached might be on your level, you know? So you could hold a conversation. You didn't have to repeat yourself or dumb it down or get like really stupid in your explanation of shit. What the fuck you're trying to convey, right? Yeah, because you had to go to a goddamn payphone at the corner. Yeah, you ain't pulling nothing out of your pocket. You see what I'm saying? You ain't feeling no vibration and hearing no little chirp in your pocket. Ain't nothing like that happening. Ain't no neediness like that. These motherfucking kids, man, just try to break one of them from a phone, and you will see crackhead syndrome. Like the crackhead crawling on the ground looking for the rock they lost after they smoked it all. I swear to God, they will pick that phone up 10 times an hour looking for the text that ain't coming through because they supposedly changed the number and ain't sending no texts out. So I swear to God, it is like a monkey on their back, for real. These motherfuckers had these fucking children goddamn controlled on a level. It's spooky. It's like, wow, okay, what's next? He's got you on fucking goddamn, all kinds of pills and shit, right? So the man can literally control you with one of the motherfucking machines that sends a fucking thought to your mind to do anything he wants you to do. What's next? Wield a gun or a knife? You already wield the phone. You already assault everything in that really exists with your phone. You already assault it all. The animals you're supposed to rescue, the animals you're supposed to care about, the people you're supposed to care about, the people you say you love. Yeah? Uh-huh. You're already neglecting all that. So what's next? What's the next step? They don't even have to find out. Here comes what they're doing, right? Reciprocity is in order. It's what Yah tried to warn this generation about. They're a bunch of dumb fucks. Every day, when I check Vini's email, there's at least 3 or 4 things from change.org about some animal being tortured, shot at, abused, neglected, starved. Did I say tortured? Because God damn it, they do that too. This generation is so feeble-minded that because they play on their phones all the time, now they're entertained by violence. Yes, torture that animal. We don't care you're doing that. We're going to go over here and do this. For real. They'll like that shit, and they'll come over on one of my videos and click a thumbs down. They won't like my shit. Why? Because I said something against you? And your nasty mainstream fucking welfare fan who don't exist, who programs you to your behavior, and now he's got to get time looped fucking with you? Yeah, or she. You imagine the time loops Taylor Swift's about to endure because of the retard she has for fans. Just stone cold motherfucking self-serving fucking lying piece of shit fucking garbage fucking disguised as people retards. Fucking running around with their phones, not fucking doing anything beneficial for anything in the world, not even themselves. It's like, yeah, look at you. Look at you, how you got programmed to writhe around in the mud like little piggies and shit. Yeah, look at you. And you want to talk about somebody else. You want to thumbs down a video online? You decrepit little nasty welfare phantom. Yeah. It's like, hey, you remember when fucking trolling the internet used to be a white thing? Yeah, if you saw a negative comment or a thumbs down, you knew that was somebody white. Because, well, black people just didn't engage in that. Do you remember that? What happened to the world, huh? What happened to the supremacy of the races that decided they weren't going to be like the garbage races? You know, all the little garbage races like the white man in America, you know? The white man in America, look what he done to his own people. And look what they do to their own people every motherfucking day. Look what's happening right now. Right motherfucking now. We won't even talk politics. Y'all just look. Look and you see. That's what's happening. So, all right, I'm going to end this with a little fucking goddamn Bible motherfucking goddamn study. In the goddamn Bible, God, Yah, because God is a descriptive. When you call him God, it's like calling your, I don't know, your cat. It's got a name. His name may be Zephyr or something. You're going to call it, you know, cat. Hey, cat. You see what I'm saying? That's a descriptive of what it is. But, you know, how do you get it across to people? But Yah has us in a construct. That's what the fucking Bible's all about. All right? All this shit gets took back to a restore point. Any of you who have ever gotten a virus in your fucking computer or laptop and had to take it back to a restore point, you can wrap your mind around this. All right? When you take it back to the restore point, the infected files don't get put back in it when you kick it back forward. So this is exactly what Yah was talking about in the Bible. The restore point it gets took back to. And the personalized version of hell, every entity here will endure that does not graduate from this timeline. Okay? Do unto others as you want done unto you. You think that's bullshit? Wait till you die. Did you do something bad to an animal? All right, wait till you time loop this that animal. What does a time loop? That's when your spirit gets put in one of your victims. What are your victims? Those that you fucking purposefully fucking abused or neglected, or those that you neglected via omission because you got programmed to fucking care more about dumb shit than you should care about. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, those of us who don't graduate, we die and go into the time loops. We start getting time looped. And we also get time looped as slaves after all that to repay, you know, the mechanism for the what was invested in us. Because, well, you come here in debt. You come here born to sin. It actually, sin translates to you're born to debt, okay? So you're born to debt. Debt because, well, you got to work with your own two hands. Your fucking body is a rental. It's like going to the bowling alley and renting some fucking bowling shoes, or the roller skating rink, you rent some roller skates. You see? You got no right to desecrate it. When you give it back, it better be in the same shape that you fucking got it in, right? So those who don't graduate are in the time loops. Then what happens? The second death. Be more afraid of he who can destroy your spirit than he who can destroy your flesh in a temporary timeline. So yeah, your spirit gets fucking executed if you got time looped. It gets took back to the restore point. Blam! time, the fucking time loop spiritually executed fucking infected files, the contaminants don't get put back into the mechanism, the computer, as it gets started, restarted for the replay, the next timeline. The 1,000-year reign, it only has to be 1,000 years because all the riffraff is gone. Now, what is the teaching? The teaching is what Vini, Pre-Vini, and I, and other entities who have duality and crossed these timelines have done. We have written fucking goddamn novels, true novels about these people in this timeline that did not graduate. The millennials and everybody who controlled them, Bill Gates and all these freaks, Steve Jobs, all the motherfuckers, Soros, everybody who didn't get born, everybody who owns stock in these companies for these phones, everybody who benefited from this fucking goddamn shit, they get time looped and spiritually executed to never get born. All right, the next timeline, we write true novels about what they did in this pre-existent fucking timeline. They got undone, but in the next timeline, nobody remembers them because they got undone, so they're fiction novels. Do you see? They're not even true anymore. That's the teaching of the next timeline. I guess that's what I got for you because I'm not taking it any further than this. We're done from now. I want those of y'all who have been here to remain. Don't call anybody else in. We don't need any other entities in our circle. We have all that we need. I hope that y'all be in blessings. Those of you who can't get blessed, bless anyway.
Yo, girl, you're so damn fine. Yeah. I need to give her more than just your body, though, girl. I need to connect up with your mind. So close your eyes, fantasize. Yo, Vini is here. It's time for your love. Come here, little honey, let me polish it up. Looking to me like a jewel in the rough. Come and ride with me and let me polish you up. Take a bumpy ride, have a good time. Won't distract you with reasons, I'll just vex you with rhyme. On my way, light the candles and pour some wine. Time for ultimate play, girl, I'm sexing your mind. You're smelling so good and looking so fine. Got this huge infatuation with your luscious behind. I'll tickle your innards and tingle your spine. Take your soul up to the clouds while I'm sexing your mind. You're feeling so good and tasting so fine. I'm matching my rhythm and bumping my grind. I'll dish you up some licks till you're spraying a mist. And if you really beg me for it, I might give you the fist. So don't sweat it, girl, I got plenty of time. While I'm rocking your body, I'll connect with your mind. Making you splash at least a couple of times. I'm up in your body, I'm up in your mind. Up in your body, up in your mind. Making you splash at least a couple of times. Don't stop, girl, about to make you feel something. Keep slobbing on my knob, I'll keep munching on your muffin. Lickety-lick, lickety-lick, slit the groove. Lickety-lick, lickety-lick, slit the groove. Don't stop, girl, about to make you feel something. Keep slobbing on my knob, I'll keep munching on your muffin. Lickety-lick, lickety-lick, slit the groove. Lickety-lick, lickety-lick, slit the groove. Don't stop, girl, about to make you feel something. Keep slobbing on my knob, keep munching on your muffin. Lickety-lick, lickety-lick, slit the groove. Lickety-lick, lickety-lick, slit the groove. Don't stop, girl, about to make you feel something. Keep slobbing on my knob, I keep munching on your muffin. Lickety-lick, lickety-lick, slit the groove. Lickety-lick, lickety-lick, slit the groove. Don't stop, girl, about to make you feel something. Keep slobbing on my knob, I keep munching on your muffin. Making you twitch, bumping your grind, scratching your itch and sexing your mind. Kissing your zones, feeding your bone, algebraic installments, I'm driving it home. I'm bumping you up, you're shining like chrome. I'm making my queen while you're riding King Bone. Your stuff is so good, I can't leave you alone. You're always my queen when you're riding King Bone. I'm giving you trembles, making you shake. I'm not in a rush, I can do this all day. I'll touch you in places others simply can't find. It's more than your butt, girl, I'm sexing your mind. I'm making you twitch, bumping your grind, scratching your itch and sexing your mind. And kissing your zones, feeding your bone, algebraic installments, I'm driving it home. I'm bumping you up, you're shining like chrome. You're always my queen when you're riding King Bone. I'll touch you in places others simply can't find. It's more than your butt, girl, I'm sexing your mind. It's more than your legs, girl, open your mind. Open your mind, let me up in your mind. More than your legs, girl, open your mind. Open your mind, let me up in your mind. It's more than your legs. ex-girl.